All right, guys. So before we get into the actual course and the strategies involved and how you can actually make money doing this, I do want to give a full disclaimer. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that any of this stuff is, like I said, it's not fully sustainable, and I don't necessarily teach this as a fully sustainable business model. You can earn money doing this, and this is a great way to supplement your income initially when you're looking for some extra money. Whatever the case may be. Maybe you're in debt. I've gotten a lot of people that reach out that are in debt that are just looking to pay that off so that they can get into a better financial position to make a purchase, so that they can get into a business model. Maybe you're working a 9 to 5 and you need some supplemental income. You have kids or whatever the case may be. Get that point. Maybe you're in a lot of cases, for an example, I teach Amazon FBA with private labeling, which is a slightly different business model. And I actually have a course coming out on that soon. And that takes some initial investment, monetary wise. So you're going to need to basically get some money. Now, this would be a great option for earning some potential money initially, maybe a couple grand, and then putting that into your Amazon products. Now that's a great way to get initial startup capital. I also teach retail arbitrage, which is a great way to basically get that initial startup capital. But what I'm saying is this is not a long-term strategy, and I know I reiterated that in lecture 1, but this isn't a long-term strategy that you can make money that's sustainable. This should literally just be looked at, in my opinion at least, as a strategy to make money now quickly, that you can basically get a leg up, earn some startup capital, and then you're going to take that startup capital and invest it into another business model. Now, I have a million different courses, not a million, I have 15 right now, with literally about 10 to 15 more on the way. I've been working hard for the past 2 months. Haven't really released a course in like 2 months. I've been just banging away, lots of content, really great strategies, and testing stuff out. So you can check out any of my courses. Like I said, they're linked in the bonus lectures. There's a million different business models you can choose from. If you have a question, shoot me an email at Brian, that's Brian with a Y, at bgmediainnovation.com, and you can give me your, I'll ask you a couple questions about your situation, and maybe I can, point you in the direction of a business model that I think would be better for you at the time. But I really want to stress that this is not, something that you should be hoping to, earn an income or a living from. This is literally just a business model that you can do right now, that you can earn in about a month or two, a couple grand, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, depending on your situation in your area. And then on top of that, you want to take that money that you earn and put that into a legitimate, sustainable business model. That's smart money, especially because I'm not necessarily saying that all of this is 100% within regulations and stuff like that. So these are new age techniques. You can make money doing this, but it's not necessarily, for a better way to put it, is it's frowned upon to do this. It doesn't really make sense both to the CPA network, the lead, people paying for the leads, and obviously for you. So I just want to read this full disclaimer. Read this, know this. I'm not making any promises, but I just want to stress this before we get into the actual heart and meat of the course, and it's really exciting, I'm telling you. So check it out, but really fast, I'm going to read the disclaimer so you know it. The disclaimer says, you recognize and agree that I have made no implications, warranties, promises, suggestions, projections, representations, or guarantees whatsoever to you about future profit or results, or that you will be fully abiding by any network, state, or federal regulations, and that I have not authorized any such projection, promise, or representation by others. There is no assurance that any prior successes or past results will apply, nor can any prior successes be used as an indication of your future success or results from any of the information, content, or strategies. Any and all claims or representations as to the profit or regulations in your area of residence are not to be considered as such. Any results are only estimates of what I think you can earn as a result of these strategies. There's no assurance you will do as well as stated in any examples. Moreover, if you rely upon any strategy provided, you must accept the entire risk of executing on the information provided. And that's the most important sense there. If you rely upon these strategies, you can make money, and you can make money fast. But you're accepting the risk because there is risk involved. Now, that you might get kicked off the CPA network potentially. And there's a million out there. We'll get into that in the next lecture. In the next lecture. And then, you might be banned from a store here or there. There are a bunch of different things that could happen. What I'm basically saying is I've done this myself. I've made money doing this myself. I've used it and tested it out for students that need money right now. This is a potential way that you can make money right now, but I'm not basically standing behind it and saying that this is 100% rightful, or that, you know, you won't get kicked off a CPA network for doing something like this. So I'm going to get into those strategies with you in the next lecture. They're really, really, really exciting. I'm telling you, this is going to work. It's going to blow your mind, and you're going to make a lot of money doing it right away. And you're going to have some startup capital to invest in a business. But don't get overeager. You know, you don't want to get overzealous and overextend yourself on this. You don't want to kind of you know, really put the throttle down and push this to the max. There should be some you know, there should be a little bit of discretion here, you know, a little bit of trepidation. Just use your head, okay? So with that being said, I just want to read the disclaimer to protect myself, obviously. I'm not, you know, basically saying go out and do this. I'm just giving you a business model and an example that you can follow to make money if you need it right now, okay? So with that being said, we're going to jump into the meat of the course. It's really exciting. I hope you guys are excited, and I'll see you guys in the next lecture.